This is the Negro Ninja. Okay, and I want to talk about some video games to prove a point. Okay, and just anime in general. Okay, and you ever notice, okay, that when the protagonist gets too strong, okay, they look for ways to make him look weak. Okay, they're always looking for ways to weaken the protagonist in many cases, not all the time, because you still got Saitama, and that's one of the realest. That's one of my favorite freaking mangas because that's how it is when you're strong for real. Okay, on some level when you're just around peers and stuff. Okay, and then you have stuff like Dragon Ball. They weaken Goku or whatever. Like he's still stronger, but they still weaken him to make him more interesting. I always look for reasons to bring something strong down. Okay. All right. In my opinion, if they get that strong, they just really should stop writing, just like they did Fist of the North Star. You don't really see too much Fist of the North Star. They do something every once in a while. Kenshiro got so strong that he don't even have to touch nobody if he didn't want to. He can still make them explode just with his ki alone. And that's where those projectiles came from. Okay. Fireballs and stuff like that came from Fist of the North Star. That shit crazy. Okay. All right. And then you have a video game called Devil May Cry. Okay. Now, Devil May Cry is already a difficult game, okay, because the creator likes a challenge. And that's what real men are about anyway. Okay, but you see, he made a video game, but he gave you the tools to accomplish these challenges, to complete these challenges. Okay, it's very fair. It's very fair. It can be difficult, but the better you get, the easier the game get. Okay. Very fun challenge. Okay. And it's funny because the character Dante himself is just overpowered. He just walked through everything and like it's easy. Because it pretty much is a cakewalk to him until he gets to the final boss in the first game, which is Mundus, which is supposed to be like the god of that world. Not like God, but like he's a demon that they see as a god or something. Okay. And it took everything it got. And right after that, what challenges was there for Dante? He already defeated his brother. The only challenge he had in that game besides Mundus was Neo Angelo, and that was Virgil. Okay, they was on the same level, but Virgil got, a power boost because Mundus gave him power. All right. Dante beat him 3 times. Okay. Now, Dante was created by Hideki Kamiya. Okay, he had a clear vision of what he think an action hero should be in a video game. Very innovative. And since then, there's been a lot of people copying, that character. That's how influential Dante is. Okay, it wouldn't be the same if Dante weren't created in that game with all these action games now. Okay, and Capcom basically gave Devil May Cry to someone else to make a sequel to. And Hideki thought he was about to get fired from the company. He was like, hold on, what the hell? Y'all want assets? What y'all finna do? Oh, we just finna make a sequel. Okay, he doing something else. He's like, well, damn. So the game, Devil May Cry 2, ended up turning out only okay. It could have been way better had he been involved. They didn't even know what to do with Dante. But overall, I say the character turned out fairly well in the second game. He was overpowered. Everything was just too easy for him story-wise. He's just killing stuff, just no challenge. Okay. Now, I come to find out that the person that was developing Devil May Cry going forward did not like Dante. Okay, because he'd been working on the character since the first Devil May Cry. Okay, but he wasn't in charge. He just basically has to follow the rules of whoever's in charge. Then, now that he's in charge, he shows he don't like him. He thinks Dante is too cocky. He don't like his attitude and this, that, and this, And apparently, he wanted to make another character, which is why they came up with Nero. Okay, they just didn't know what to do with Dante. How do we make the game more accessible to new people? And this, that, and this. Okay. So he clearly didn't like Dante. He flat out said it. Okay. And, going forward, he was always looking for ways to weaken Dante. Okay, because Dante never really had any real challenges. But ever since this dude got involved, he kind of made him weak in many ways, weaker in many ways. Like in Devil May Cry 3, he he found this match with his twin brother Virgil, which makes sense. That's cool and all. Okay. But when Devil May Cry 5 came out, you know, they just flat out made Dante weaker. Oh man, Virgil, he's stronger than you now. He ate the forbidden fruit that gave him powers. Now he's stronger than Moonus, which is still bullshit because at the end of Devil May Cry 1, Moonus was so powerful that he was even, you know, fighting in space and they was breaking dimensions and shit, going through different dimensions. Okay. It was epic. Okay. That new dude that Virgil was before he became Virgil again was nothing like that. They just using excuses. There's always somebody looking for ways to try to make an awesome man, you know, struggle or whatever. Okay. Now Hideki creating Dante represents God creating man. Okay. God made it so man is just awesome. Okay. Things are tough around you, but you got the tools to succeed. Okay. You got the tools to succeed. Okay. Well programmed. Okay. Well programmed. Okay. But when somebody else gets their hands on you, you know, it's a different story. They always look for ways to try to bind you. Just like society tries to. Okay. So you're just born. You're a man. You're awesome. Then you get into the world and social circles. Something about this dude here. Just look for reasons. Okay, to try to make you down here. Does he have this? What kind of car does he have? Okay. What kind of friends does he have? Does he hang alone? Always looking for reasons. Okay, to belittle you on some level. Okay. Like if a man decides to be a loner, there's 1,000 different names for him. Okay, TFL. I ain't never heard of this stupid shit until I got on the internet. They just make up stupid shit. They got more names than that. Okay. If a dude ain't getting no pussy, they got names for that. They'll call him an incel. Okay. You know, they got all types of names for that shit. Like even if a dude just flat out say, I don't give a fuck bitches. I'm just gonna be a monk. It's a, you know, they call him that. There's always some type of name. But let a whore decides she's done with niggas. You're done with niggers? Okay, they looking for reasons to get her back, and they still don't give a fuck. Okay, she could just be gay. They ain't even gonna say shit. They're just, oh, you good? You that's empowerment. Yeah, fuck this. Fuck the male. Fuck the patriarchy. Shit. That's what they'll say. Okay, always looking for ways to try to belittle a man. Okay, always looking for ways to try to belittle a man. And here's a better example. Okay, of both how hoes and society operates. I would say that this really applies to the whole more than society itself, because the woman, they pretty much teach the woman, okay, that you better make sure that demons enter your portal. So that's why they pick stupid, that's why they quicker to pick dumb dudes. Okay, hoes are just like Godhand on PlayStation 2. Okay. They just like Godhand on PlayStation 2. Okay. The better you are, the more difficult they make things. They always looking for reasons to disqualify a dude when a dude is the shit. Okay, he's handsome. He got muscles. He must be gay. He can do splits. He must be gay. Or they'll say he must be a womanizer. Like whatever it is, it's something that puts them in an uncomfortable state about you. Because when the bitch feels uncomfortable, that's pretty much a done deal. Okay, it ain't shit you can do. It ain't shit you can say. The bitch is all in her feelings. And that's how it is, you know, with the narcissist. It's all about their feelings. Okay, fuck you, you stupid motherfucker. You dumb. They can say everything they want to you. And as soon as you retaliate and give them a better insult, I can't believe you just told me that. They forgot how they was just talking to you a second ago, like they ain't do shit. Okay, that's how a lot of hoes act on a regular basis. I don't think it's natural. I think it's common. I think that's nurture. Okay, now bitches was always stupid. Now don't get it twisted. It was always an issue with them. But it was, like I said, 2007 is when I noticed that shit really started getting dumb. Okay. It was always an issue with them. They was dumb and they was dumber. In 2007, then they unbearably stupid now. Okay. Bitches are just like Godhand now. Very deep games. If you look closely at Devil May Cry, is very deep too. Okay. Very deep. And Godhand, pretty much, you know, it's about a dude with an arm Okay, that has divine powers because bullies essentially cut his arm off because he was trying to save a bitch. Okay, and the bitch that he saved is a complete bitch. She tags along with him through the game. And he puts up with a lot of bullshit from her, but she is a complete bitch. Waving pussy over his head, and everything. You got to play that shit. Just look at the cutscenes if you don't play it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. She always threatening to cut off his dick and stuff. Like, she's just a stupid bitch. Okay, and that's how hoes are. She very she put up with him, but she's just very hard on him. Okay. But let's just talk about the difficulty in the game itself. You got so many tools, you got like over 100 moves. That shit is like, if Virtua Fighter was a action game or something, you can customize it. You can just be the dudes you want to be. Nobody's going to play that game the same. Okay. One of the most underrated games ever. Okay. And ironically, it got bad reviews at first, and I think it did poor sales due to IGN. That's what I think, because people took IGN very seriously back in the day. Okay, and then it took me a minute to like the game because I was like, damn, this shit look raw, and I never played it. So I looked at IGN, they gave it a 4, and I was like, damn, I knew I should have got this shit when I had the chance. I eventually get it, but that shit was hell to get. Okay, but yeah, that shit raw. Okay, so when you play the game, okay, it's already difficult when you playing it. So you started off as difficult, and it's made by the guy that made Devil May Cry. Okay, so it's a very unforgiving game, but they program it to where it's still fair, but it's hard as fuck. The better you get, the more damage the enemy does. Okay, they just ramp it up on you. And when you're doing extremely well, yeah, you get to the highest difficulty, which could just happen at the drop of a dime, just depending on what you're doing. It'll go into die mode. Okay, let me see if I can find this real quick and look it up. Okay, if you're doing real good, it can go from easy to just the hardest difficulty, just like that. Okay. Just like when you're talking to hoes, everything is cool. And if she see what type of dude you are, she can go from, a comfortable bitch to a bitch on edge and defensive and shit, All right. And like I said, when a hoe know you look good and all this type of stuff, they, a lot of them will instantly put up the guard. You think I'm easy, huh? They'll get like that. They don't make any sense. Okay. Godhand. Highest difficulty. I'm trying to find the name of that shit, what they call it, but I just know. I'm gonna just say it's die mode because it'll kill you with one hit. That's how they do it, And like I said, when you good with hoes and the hoe just see your quality and all this type of stuff, they always looking for reasons to disqualify you. Okay, and it's just one little thing, and that's a done deal. Okay, but you got to put up with all her bullshit. But you do one thing. I don't want to talk to you ever again. They'll block you in a heartbeat on Instagram, text message. Okay. Just anything like that, you just never see that bitch again. Or if you say something to her in person, you just never see her again. If you say something she don't like. Okay. But on the other hand, if you just walking around and you got something to say about the worst type of men, don't judge this person. You don't know what this person have to go through. These people go through this. Not everybody's like you. Okay. Always looking for reasons, okay, to overqualify a nigga that don't give a fuck about a qualification to begin with. Okay. They all about building that nigga up. So can you just imagine, okay, playing a video game that rewards you for sucking at what you do? That's not how Godhand is, okay? That's not how that game is, okay? And that type of game, like Godhand and Devil May Cry and stuff like that, or just old school, well-programmed games in general, gives you a sense of accomplishment. It's difficult. But you just got to know how to play this shit. Okay, and when you play it, the more you learn about it, the more you get out of the game. Okay, but the more you learn these holes, the more holes hide what they have to give you. Ain't that ironic? And the holes is actually less unforgiving than the game. Okay, they're more unforgiving than Godhand and Devil May Cry. Even Devil May Cry 3 with the American difficulty setting. Very difficult. These holes are more difficult. They more unforgiving than Dead Dark Souls or Demon Souls, whichever one. Okay. And like I said, you get good at those games. It's fulfilling. Okay. And then it just becomes not a challenge. Okay. The computer throw everything it can at you. You already know the exploits and all this type of stuff. So what a hoe would do if she was that game is just simply just change up the rules in general to where things that make sense no longer make sense. Okay. And like I say, that's how society is. But at the same time, I would say the whole is a more concentrated version of that shit, because a whole has an obligation. They have to bring chaos and destruction on this planet. Okay. Therefore, when a dude is, the more masculine you get, the more a hoe is at guard. Okay. You got to submit to these whores. Okay. That's what they want you to do. And it's less game. Now, remember all the Reddit stories I was reading. Okay, and every time that the woman threw herself on the dude, a lot of times the dude just don't really describe himself as somebody that's really cool. The last one I read, the dude was like, I'm just a dorky 20-year-old getting pussy on a regular basis. That's how women like to do. They like to feel in control. Okay, how often do you hear about a woman throwing herself on a hot dude? Now, they'll do it, but it don't be the same as that. Okay, the only time, like I said, they'll do it like, every time I'm oblivious, they'll be quicker to do it. But like when I'm ready, I'm ready for that pussy to come over here. And they can sense that you're ready. And then it's more game to shit. So that shit crazy. But that's just my personal experience. Okay. They'll do that a lot of times. Sometimes some hoes didn't do it like that. Okay. But if, and then even if they just do it, okay, here it is. And then they'll just act funny because they don't want to get no attachments after that shit. But anyway, they are less unforgiving, okay, than even society itself. Okay. They got their obligation. You ain't shit getting through here unless it ain't about shit. Okay. We got a world to destroy. Honey, we got a world to destroy. Okay. It's crazy out here, bro. Okay. It is crazy out here. I don't know if I gave the example of Hideki creating Dante and what other people did with Dante since Hideki is no longer over the series. I can't remember, but if I didn't say that, I'm going to have to make a video about that and how deep that is. Okay. But it's crazy out here, bro. Okay. And like I said, the example of a whole just basically when you're just too good, instead of the game getting easier because you know how to maneuver. Like in Godhand, it's all about knowing how to maneuver. You got to know how to work that right analog stick and do these, all this parrying and weaving and dodging and shit. Okay, you can go through that whole game without getting hit if you know how to do that shit. Okay, and the game rewards you for it, give you more points and shit. Okay, it even rank you. See, but what a whore does is not only change the rules, but she will de-rank you, give you the dumbest ranks known to man. Okay? Whatever makes her feel comfortable is that type of rank she'll give you. It's stupid. They tell themselves anything, just like the song, Self-Control. Okay. Self-Control lyrics. All right, I ain't gonna play it. I need to wait till this come up because I gotta read this. I would pause it, but when I pause it, the microphone be sounding weird when I start it back up. Fuck it, I'll just say it. She said, "I live amongst the creatures of the night. I haven't got the will to try and fight against a new tomorrow, so I guess I'll just believe it that tomorrow never comes." I said, hurry up, motherfucker. I'm living in the forest of my dream. I know the night is not as it would seem. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it, that this night will never go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 I'm a ho, oh. Okay, so that's how it is, bro. Okay, make myself believe it. I'm telling you, that's how they operate. Okay, that's not the type of game like these hoes is a matrix in itself. Okay, so you got the matrix, society, and then you got the matrix, the whole you trying to, and that's the ironic part is that's the matrix you trying to be in. I'm trying to just put my dick in, and I want to be in it all the way. Okay, and the funny thing is, and it's funny that I said something that dumb. Okay, because like I said, okay, whenever I was trying to get into a serious relationship, the bitch always turned out to be a hoe. Okay, when I'm just trying to do some casual shit, bitch want to try to use the pussy to trap you in a relationship. Okay, very strange how this shit operate. Okay, that is some strange shit. Okay. And once again, it's very strange that I just decided to talk about the song Self Control yet again. Okay. You take my self control. That's what them bitches all about. See, they don't want you to take it. They want whatever the fuck she talking about, the creatures of the night taking that shit. Oh, I don't belong to you, I belong to the world. Just like Samson with Delilah. Okay. And if you really want to think about it, that's being a hoe on a, that's the true definition of a hoe. Like the Bible didn't just say, oh, Samson dealt with a whore. They were really focusing on her body count, not her physical body count. You know what I mean? It was focusing on Samson basically being in love with a chick whose heart belonged to the people, like a hoe, and her pussy belonging to the people. Like I'm telling you, that's even deeper. Okay, that's like the ultimate form of whoredom. Can you just imagine being with a hoe? And y'all already know this shit here. Just the hoe listening to her friends. Why you listening to them bitches? Just like the song Skater Boy from Avril Lavigne. He wasn't good enough for her. Okay. Listening to the damn friends. That shit crazy. Okay, but the hoes is more unforgiving than one of the most hardest games. Okay, out there. All right. See what this is. But yeah, man. Okay. Yep. And I guess that's all I got to say for this message. See what else I got. Hold up. Okay. But yeah, you do one little thing, you up out of there. A nigga sucks at something. Just picture playing God hand, but instead of you sucking, they not only give you the option for somebody to play the game for you like they do in, modern Mario games and Donkey Kong games, but you sucking, you get a platinum for sucking. Okay. All right. You just unlock the most difficult thing in the game because you just don't know what to do. Okay, that's how hoes operate. All right, that's all I got to say for this rant. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.